to BWI lately. This is Terminal B, and you'll notice they have new bathrooms. I actually got to use them the last time I came through here the other day, and they're like floor-to-ceiling doors at each one. Very kind of, it's like new agey fancy. It's really kind of cool, and they're very pretty. I'm not going to show you inside, but if you're coming through BWI, Terminal B, check them out. So we are at the airport. I'm actually here over by Lito's Pizza. I've shown you the meals from there before, so I'm not going to worry about showing you another one right now. But we've checked in. We tried getting the TSA clear, doing clear with the fingerprinting and all that thing. She had an offer that was like 3 months free, she thought. So when I went up there, that was the intention. And they're now doing it where they charge you immediately. But if in 60 days you change your mind, you can get your money back, which means you're not getting any free time. You get some time to think about whether or not you want to pay for it. And to be honest, I already have TSA Pre that I paid for another year or so. So I'm like, I might as well stay with that while I'm waiting. When you're ordering the gluten-free items, as you know, at Disney or anywhere else, you can end up having to wait because they have to make special concessions for it. So it's being made at this time, and now it's probably about another 10 minutes or so for it to be done. And then I'll go back and have pizza with Denisa, and she'll see if she's in the mood for something. This is going to be a fun trip, guys. She has not been to Disney, good Lord, since she's gone to Universal. She may have been to Disney Springs. The last time she was at Hollywood Studios, it was MGM Studios. If she's even been there, she's never been to Animal Kingdom. So we're getting her on Rise of the Resistance and the Star Wars stuff. We are getting her on the Avatar section, because specifically that's what she wants to see. We're trying to get her on Tron. Going to try to get her on Guardians of the Galaxy. So all of the top attractions. But that means it's a little more challenging. We're in the height of the summer. It is 110 heat with the heat factor, not like 95 and 110 with the heat factor here in Maryland. And it's just as bad, if not more humid down in Florida. And we'll be outside a lot. So this is going to be lessons on how to keep cool, how to keep yourself moving during those hot days. Drink lots and lots and lots and lots of water. It's funny. When I got there, I was like, I wanted to get a water, and they're like, well, the only bottle of water we have is the really big one. I went, I'm going to Florida. That sounds fine. So, big water it is. We'll see how long it lasts me. Oh God, it smells really good over here too. Like I said, if I can remember where the Lito's Pizza review is from the other time, I'll put it in right up here. Right up here. And if you got questions, let me know, guys. This is a whirlwind weekend vacation, so it's going to be crazy for a couple days. But it's only going to be those couple days, so got some good stuff happening. Questions, comments, let me know. Talk to you soon. We're going on a plane. La, 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 la. Oh, and let's say I've already realized I forgot my lipstick, which I just bought a replacement of, and I forgot my mask for traveling, but I have one in my bag, I believe, so I'll use that one, and then I have one for coming back. You do what you can do, you know. So there we are. Talk to you soon. Hey, so we are at the gate. We just met an incredible woman who was there when the parks opened. She shared a great story about...
She worked there when the parks opened.
Yeah, she did transportation, Adventureland, and a third place I couldn't hear her say. If she ever watches this, hey, it was a pleasure. But she actually was sharing the time that she met Michael Jackson on the tram when she was running the tram. That was kind of cool. So, as we get ready to go on the trip, before anything has happened, what are your expectations? What are you most hoping for?
I'm hoping that the temperature will drop about 40 degrees before we get there.
What realistic thing are you hoping for?
Okay, 30. I haven't been to Disney in 26 years, so I was 3, and it was just hard to get through. But I'm looking forward to seeing it because I know it's going to be a whole new experience for me.
Yeah, she hasn't seen... Well, actually, the resort we're staying at is one that actually existed back then.
I was there probably that long ago, yeah.
At the same resort? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, I feel bad
actually,
that
I was there actually in the 80s with my mother. We did not stay. We just went because my mother lived about an hour away, so we didn't stay.
Yeah. Whole new experience. She has seen Magic Kingdom. Epcot didn't even exist back then.
Yes, it did.
Oh, it did? Okay. And it was MGM Studios?
I was at Epcot's opening, and I was, MGM Studios.
Okay.
The Animal Kingdom didn't exist.
Right. So Animal Kingdom will be a whole new thing. Hollywood Studios will be technically a whole new thing because pretty much everything she had there does not exist anymore.
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror is one of the few things. Rock and Roller Coaster came in later, I think.
I didn't watch that.
But you all know that. Toy Story Land is completely new. The whole Star Wars area is completely new. As I was pointing out to her, so the purple signs you see are actually called Hench Purple, that purple color, which was created by John Hench, who was one of the original Imagineers. He actually did work on Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty. In fact, in the mosaic in the castle, you will see the Duke and the man doing the foot stuff. Putting the Cinderella shoe on are the two of them. One of them is John Hench. Once you change, basically the signs change into these much brighter kind of. I love the little Mickey heads on top of some of the signs where you see where you're going. So it just gives you an idea that you are in a new space now, and signs will point you everywhere you want to go. But they are starting to change them into digital signs like this one. Digital sign. I love blue. Don't get me wrong. I love blue, but digital sign. So we are just about at the resort. We made a slight U-turn the wrong direction and ended up at Epcot briefly, but we are now driving by Magic Kingdom.
Not my fault.
Never travel with Denisa. You'll see behind us the monorail over there that takes you to Epcot, and we are headed on our way to the Contemporary. Now, the Contemporary and the Polynesian were the two resorts that were open when the parks opened. And when I was here in 1973, I got to stay at the Polynesian, which was the cheap resort back then. It is not now. But we are now going to be staying at the Contemporary, and I have wanted to stay at this resort since I was 7. Because the monorail goes right through it. It was like the coolest thing. So we have Park View. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go into our room. We're going to take a look and see if we can show you what it looks like. And once we're there, then we're going to head out. We've got dinner plans at Disney Springs because she hasn't been. And see what fun stuff we find. I'm so excited. We're going to the Contemporary. Look, it's the Contemporary. You can drive right through there and you will be in a monorail, because you can't drive through there if you're not on a monorail. We're staying on the 8th floor. By the time you guys see this, it will be done. I believe it's 4490 is our room, but that's where we're staying. Now, when they built this building, don't know if you guys knew this, but they actually built the framework, and then the rooms were prefabricated and slid in. So it was this framework, and literally was like Motel 6, not Motel 6, Nights Inns, where they slide everything in. But they have made renovations that is now themed to The Incredibles. But this is where we're going. Normally I have to get a dining reservation to come and stay here. This is so cool. But you've got Space Mountain, Magic Kingdom will be, or the castle will be there, and that dark blue you see, that's where Tron is. And then you see that sort of white curve right next to it. That's the Tron, the overcasing, which lights up at night, which I really just want to sit and watch at night because it's supposed to be gorgeous. You do it?
It did, yeah.
Welcome to the contemporary. All right, guys, so this is definitely mod looking. Now, I might need to sit by Edna. By the way, welcome for the Disney 100. We get our names on the wall. All right, so we've got couch. And if I remember correctly, these little thingies here are also additional seat/storage. The beds are very high off the ground, so you have lots of storage space. Lots of plugs. You will see USB plugs, regular plugs, the lovely handy-dandy nifty lights, so one person can read in their bed and not disturb everyone else. It is masks, but no capes. Very modern looking. And oh my God, even the Keurig looks very modern looking. It's like space age colored. Right in front of the Keurig, you will find the different coffees, and they have the Disney 100 blend, which I will have to at least try. They do have decaf, which is better for me. Y'all know that. You've got Edna Mode and DevTech and all the little things for the Incredibles. We have a safe and a couple more drawers here, since they don't have a regular set of drawers. That's right, they don't have a regular set of drawers. I will say the room feels a little bit smaller than I was expecting. You've got the little Incredibles features here, more drawers, a place to set up your suitcase if you want, an extra blankie. Because honestly, you could take a nap on that couch, let's be honest. And then we come into the bathroom, and whoop, where's the light for the bathroom? Here we go. Okay, so, oh wow. So this shower is huge. It's like very long. You could set a lot of people in there. The sea salt stuff there, which means I may or may not be able to use that, but I do love the special shower head. Those are H2Os. As a reminder, H2O, you cannot, if you're a celiac, do not use the shampoo and conditioner. The body wash, I believe, is okay, but the other two are not. We have the baby in the bathroom. We let the baby in the bathroom with all the little jack-jacks. Just a very simple bathroom. Nothing exciting, but a nice basic shot of that. And then, of course, nice hanging pieces. And then you've got two sinks. Now, the only thing I would say that's not good here, you can use the toilet and the bathroom at the same, and the shower at the same time. But if someone needs the toilet, they're walking through the room on you. But you do have two sinks, which for me is a big deal. Got a trash can underneath and some assorted towels and washcloths. It's very exciting. Let's go see what I know you all have been waiting for. What I have been waiting for. What I have been so excited about. The view. Lovely picture of parking lot. Oh, there's the Polynesian. There's the construction for the new Polynesian DVC that's happening right now. Grand Floridian. Then you've got the Ticket and Transportation Center, Main Street. All the way up, I see Big Thunder Mountain, the castle. Oh my God, you can see Tron, monorail, yay! Magic Kingdom in the back, right next to Magic Kingdom is Storybook Circus, which is where Dumbo is. Next to that, the next thing you can see, and I'll see if I can cut in and make things a little better here. You've got Beast's Castle, and then you've got the Tomorrowland area with that Astro Orbiter I will not get in again, because why? And then you've got all of the Adventureland kind of interesting looking stuff. This is so cool. Oh my God, I can't wait to see this at night. I will say up here there's a nice enough breeze that it's not brutally hot, also because there's shade, thank goodness.
Yeah, it's nice up here.
Yeah, it really is. We have two chairs and a little table, so we can sit out here in the evenings.
Yes.
And I don't know if you guys have looked at the curtains yet, if they had a chance to see those. They are Incredibles themed. You have Mr. Incredible and Mrs. Incredible and the babies and the families. It's kind of fabulous. Oh my God. God, you can hear the train from here. So Tron. This is so cool. Yeah, this is going to be beautiful at night. This is going to be absolutely beautiful at night. I have dreamed about this, guys, for years. We have dinner. We have a little bit of unpacking and organizing and some stuff downstairs to do. We got a whole trip ahead of us, guys. 2 full days, and then a stupid early flight to leave back on that Monday morning. But we cannot wait for you to join us. Let's make some magic. In our room, I just walked out the door, you've got Chef Mickey's directly below us. And yes, you can hear the ambient noise, but it is not bad. And it goes all the way into that corner and down here. And you can see Mickey, Chef Mickey, greeting people, little kids down there. And then also on this level, this is all level 4, I believe, you've got maybe Contempo Cafe over there, but there's a sitting down area there. You've got some shops on the other side. You, of course, have the Mary Blair Wall. The other side, I believe, is the one with the 5-legged... Oh, no, there he is. I think that's him. There's a 5-legged sheep on the Mary Blair Wall, but I thought it was the other side. So we'll take a check for that. Also down here is the Fantasia shop. And directly below us, that's the monorail track. You get a monorail. Now, I will say, because this does physically go out into the space, it's warm here. It is not like when you walk into the room, your actual sleeping room, it is very cold. But here, it's a little toasty, comparatively. Now, it is brutally hot outside with the humidity, etc. The sun is going down, though, so it is starting to get cooler. But we are going to head over to Disney Springs. We're cutting our time a little bit close. While we could wait for the bus and take the bus over, I think this time we're going to treat ourselves. We're going to do a little Uber, or I may even do a short minivan so she can see what that's like, because that's a kind of cool experience that you can only have here. So let's go downstairs and see what we can find out. Waiting for the bus to Disney Springs. Our reservation is at 7:15. We're cutting it close, I'll be honest, but STK is sort of in the dead center of the area.
STK sounds like a cereal.
It does. STK. I don't know.
Wasn't it STK? Was it something's kill, something kill?
Steak. Steak.
Tie up, kill.
Steak.
The happiest place on earth?
Actually, no, that's the other coast.
Oh.
This is the most magical place on earth.
Okay, it still sounds like a serial killer.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not owned by Disney.
No.
That's why they can do that.
This little girl.
There's this tiny little girl that is dancing to It's Getting Hot Up Here, Let's Take Off All Our Clothes. Just putting it out there. She's adorable, but she's like 6, 5, just short of twerking. I feel old. Spurn the balloon. Spurn. Inside in the wonderful world of Disney Springs now. We will tell you more about dinner probably at the room. As you saw, the balloon is up, but it's like probably 40 minutes or so of standing in a line, and I'm not up for that tonight after everything. It's funny, coming here as often as I do, I take for granted the really cool things, the sights, the sounds. And as I'm walking around, I keep turning around and going, where's Denisa? Where's Denisa? And I realize she's stopping to take more pictures because it's really cool looking. So she is with me again. And we are going to walk. Now, we were originally thinking of going into the ganachery, but I realized I walked the wrong path. It's back over there where we were. We're not going back that way. Sorry for the darkness. So we're just taking a more quiet path. We may hit the Cupcake ATM because that's sort of closer on the route that we're walking. It is still very humid and in the 80s right now. And that's, it is what it is. But it's quieter and more mellow now, and that's good. What? The tree?
I like this tree.
With the lanterns, they're really pretty. Let me show you guys. These are all lit lanterns. So this is our view at night. It's pretty. Oh, Tron just went orange. For those of you who know the story.
Where's Tron?
Right behind Space Mountain. It's blue behind it, so but you'll see it kind of flicker and move. And then every once in a while it will turn orange, meaning the other team, the bad guy team, or gets involved, but it's just very pretty.
This is why you pay the big bucks, so you can sit in your room in your pajamas and look at this. It does not suck. If you want to pull the chair over here to see it better, that would be fine too.
All in all, a good day. A challenging day. I think the quick pizza at Lido's Pizza that was gluten-free in the airport was probably better than dinner. Yeah, I got agreement on that. Yeah, but this makes up for it. The only problem is the chairs are just the wrong height, so like I have to squinch down to look. The flight was fine. We did have an annoying child behind her that was trying to pinch her butt that someone eventually stopped.
She did pinch my butt.
She did. Oh, that's lovely. And kept wanting to go back to do it until Dad finally said something. I was asleep for all of this. We had a woman next to us who originally was going to switch seats with her husband because her husband had her dog with him, and I guess we're trying to hope to have the aisle to give the dog more room and let the dog sort of peek its head out more, which the staff said they couldn't do. Staff that was really not pleasant. In fact, the only person who was pleasant was at the very back of the plane. Yeah, and like, I don't know if the staff got the chocolate. No one ever asked. No one followed up.
Did you give anybody the chocolate?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I walk on, I hand it to the first people on the steward and stewardess staff. And she was like, "Oh, we must look really exhausted or something." I'm like, "No, I just want to thank you for what you do." And I think she kind of acknowledged it. No, she's the one who didn't let me go to the bathroom up front. She was the same woman.
I asked for my chocolate back.
Yeah. So I was. Yeah, so normally, you know, the pilot was sort of there when I did it too. This is the first time that I can't even say that it was no acknowledgement whatsoever. Like, I really don't know if she gave it to the other people. I really don't know. And maybe she did, maybe they're all just, but even without that, you know.
They were all kind of poopy for Southwest employees.
Yeah, they really were. The one guy at the back was lovely. And I'm sorry we didn't sit at the back of the plane because we probably would have enjoyed that part of the flight more. But man, yeah, just grumpy. The airport itself was fine. The Uber driver, while he didn't speak English well, Denisa communicated with him a little bit. She speaks Italian, he spoke Spanish. They kind of found a hybrid together, which was lovely. He got lost on the way because he's actually from Miami and not up here. So instead of going directly to the Contemporary, we ended up going by way of Epcot and got turned back around and went the right way. And I was talking and vlogging at the time and totally missed catching that he was going the wrong way. Taking the bus, which I also discovered Wilderness Lodge and Contemporary share a bus. So it was crowded. Dinner was not great, as you may have seen. Yeah, it was over an hour before the first appetizer, and then another 20 minutes or so for the second appetizer, and it was 2 hours before we got dinner. Just under 2 hours from when we walked in to when we got our entrees. Denisa had literally said, I told the waitress that was like, I don't want it anymore. Like, she had tried to get the attention of our waiter, and he kind of ignored us as he was going off to do whatever. And she was like, I don't want it. Just tell them, take it off the bill, take it away. I don't want it anymore. And less than 2 minutes, 3 minutes later, they come up with the steaks. And she's like, I already said I don't want it. I told the other staff, and the manager said, you know, we would literally be throwing it out. So we're not charging you for it. We want to make good. And they took both of our steaks and the sides we had off the bill. They left the two appetizers that were over an hour late. Just saying. So they took both of those off the bill. They left those on the bill in my one drink that I wasn't actually impressed with. And we paid, and then but when we got a bill, I'm like, okay, hi, here's my annual pass. I'd like my annual pass discount too. 'Cause I liked the tartare that we had. She wasn't impressed with it. The scallops, while they were okay, I didn't think they were
not worth $16.
They were not worth $16 per scallop.
I thought it was $16 for each two.
No, it was per scallop, and I am sorry I was not clear. So it was $64 for source scallops. Yeah. So they got their money's worth and then some. But I didn't think the cook on them was great. they didn't have enough of a you know, that caramelization on the outside, like mine didn't. So
Yeah, they were just okay.
yeah, they really were, and just an. I didn't even. Honestly, to God, again, maybe if you go to the video, which will probably be up here somewhere, I was commenting that the flavor was just not quite right. It was okay. It was just okay. My drink I didn't like as much. After they knew that we were really, really unhappy with the bill, not with the bill, with the food and how late it was, the one waiter came back and he handed us, he gave me a little tiny, and I mean literally 2 sips worth of this bourbon that's usually like $44 per shot, I guess, from them. And I suppose that was, trying to make it up here so you can get a taste of it. It was good. It was actually very good, but I don't know if I'd pay $44 for a shot. It was good. She liked her steak. The asparagus I thought was quite good.
Asparagus was good.
Yeah, the mashed potatoes normally have Parmesan encrusting on it. They didn't encrust it, so the potatoes below it were bland. Like, they didn't season the potatoes enough because they were expecting that encrusted whatever on top to make up for the flavor. We did get the fancy butter. She got a truffle butter. I got a Wagyu butter, which I could have honestly gone
They
without.
charge you $12 for the butter.
$12 for 2 round circles of butter that they then take a blowtorch and melt on the steak in front of you. Which tells me they didn't cook the steak long enough behind the scenes before they did that. They asked us if we wanted dessert. There weren't any official gluten-free things on the menu, and at that point I just wanted out. And honestly, my stomach is crampy. I'm concerned that something I had there, they didn't do allergy sticks. I don't know that they do there, but I am concerned that something has gone awry and I may feel it tomorrow, which I will be very displeased with. We'll see. And now I will just watch Tron. I will never ride Tron again, but I will watch it because it is pretty. It is pretty.
What is that red thing spinning around?
That is the Astro Orbiter. It's pretty. You have to take an elevator. It's a Dumbo ride in a rocket. You have to take an elevator up to go in, and it goes faster than the Dumbo rides or the other ones, enough so that you're that much higher off the ground, and it did that, and it scared the bejesus out of me, and I did not want to do it again. Which is silly for a Dumbo ride that I would not want to do it again, but I did not want to do it again. The castle is pretty at night, and the Grand Floridian is all lit up and pretty, and the bus station area is pretty, and the boats on the water are pretty, and it is 79 degrees and still a tad humid.
It's not a tad humid, it's real humid.
Well, but I mean, the heat's not making it feel worse, but yeah, you can definitely.
Real humid.
I got the moon behind me. Do you see my moon? Hello, moon. Hello, moon. So yeah, so this is the end of the day. This is the fun, the joy of what it was. Tomorrow we start at Epcot. We're gonna get up early. I'm gonna try to get her on Guardians of the Galaxy and get the virtual queue for her for that. And we're gonna try to get her up in space for Space 220 just for a drink. And then I got food and wine foods to eat in the broiling heat. We'll see how that goes. And that's the list for now. And even more important, in the evening, we will go to Hollywood Studios, technically have dinner, which we might cancel. I have a feeling. We have to let them know 2 hours beforehand. So we'll keep our eye on that one. But we're going to head over to go into Galaxy's Edge and get her on Rise of the Resistance and get her on Smuggler's Run. And I would like to go do Toy Story Midway Mania and see if she would like to have fun on that, because that's a nice little shoot-'em-up ride. And that's going to be our day. Long, hot, miserable, but fun. Because it's all about the magic, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, it helps you figure out how to explore the parks as an adult. Please feel free to give this a thumbs up, like the video, share, subscribe to the channel. As I film this, and who knows where it will be later, we are 25 people away from hitting 500. Once we hit that number, I will be doing a giveaway. I have some 50th anniversary stuff. I might even pick up a 100th anniversary item so that you have the 50 and the 100 bling. And, I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?